Have you ever tried hard at something and just given up on it because you thought it was too hard? Almost everyone I know has attempted at one point to become better at a sport or to make a school or club sports team, not to mention other things they need to practice or work hard at. Sometimes if they failed, they would keep on trying, but sometimes they would give up altogether just because they thought that it wasn't worth it and that they could never improve enough to actually beat someone. Which over the years seemed to have proven a statement that I've heard from many people. Hard work can only beat talent when or if talent slacks off. While many people always seem to think that hard work can beat talent no matter what, one thing that Edward de Bono said in his book, Super Creativity, is that creativity is a natural talent and cannot be taught, which means that in things that require creativity, people with a natural aptitude towards it will do a lot better than those that don't have a natural aptitude towards creativity. One activity that requires creativity is art. So if somebody is trying to do art but they have no creativity, it'd be extremely hard for them to make any profits. Unless, of course, they are doing something that is realism, because that is only drawing exactly what you see, and sometimes drawing what you see and drawing it in an original shape. But many people do the same thing in terms of that. Of course, a good thing to know for some people that have little to no talents that they know of is that even if they won't ever be able to beat someone with more talent and still works and they work really hard, that person with talent, if they do slack off, they can get really close to them in a skill level or beat them. Of course, that's only if the person with talent slacks off. According to an article based on a study by David Hambrick, Elizabeth Minns, and a few others, it says that people who have talent and work hard probably won't ever be beaten by somebody who has less talent and works less hard or as hard as them. So even if you try really hard, if somebody with more talent than you works just as hard, sometimes maybe even less hard if they have enough talent, you won't ever beat them. An example of somebody who worked extremely hard to be great is Michael Jordan. Because when he found something wrong with his skills, he worked on it until he was better, but still continued to work on it and more anyways. For example, in one of the newspaper articles I read, when he first joined the NBA, some people thought his jump shot wasn't good enough. So he spent his off-season taking hundreds of shots per day in order to improve until it was close to perfection. At the same time, he had talent as well. So basically, talent can help with many things, but it can't make somebody perfect. To improve or stay in their current or past state, even people with talents have to practice every day. So while hard work can shorten the difference in skill between two people, if the other person has more talent and works hard, many people, even if they try to beat them, if they don't have as much talent or more talent, and they don't work as hard or harder than them, they will not beat them. So hard work will only beat talent if talent slacks off. Also, talent isn't applied to only one thing. Somebody can have a talent in any aspect of life. So if at any time you feel like trying to succeed at something, be prepared, because you will meet people that be a lot better or only a bit better as you are at something, but don't use it as an excuse to stop working hard. Many people are unable to do different things, but they do have a talent in something else. So if you find your talent in something, even if it's not as great as a talent as something else, you can find satisfaction in what you do. Or if you don't have a talent in something that you like, just do the thing that you do like. Because being good at something doesn't mean that you can't enjoy something.